Injection, I can do whenever. I could do injection right now. Do you want to watch me inject myself? Does anyone want to watch me shoot up with drugs? Sorry. Okay, the other thing I have to do is just, I have to go wash my hands, okay? So 1 second. Right. Okay, there we go. Wow. Hello, it's me. Why an injection before lunch? Am I diabetic? No, I'm not diabetic. I'm transgender. So we're gonna do the injection on stream, okay? You can watch along if you want, okay? Sound like a superhero entrance? I'm not diabetic. I'm transgender. So important things for our injection are, of course, we have 2 needles. We have a drawing needle, which is a big needle, and an injecting needle, which is a thin needle. We have a Band-Aid, just in case we get any blood, which we probably won't, but just in case there's a little bit of blood, we just plug that baby up, you know? We got our Band-Aid, and then of course we have our vial of estrogen, which is very important. Now, the injection that I do is I do 0.5 milliliters of 20 milligrams of estradiol valerate per week. Unfortunately, I don't take it weekly because I'm really disorganized right now in my life. So my injection day is meant to be Friday, but as you may know, it is actually not Friday today, it is Sunday. So I'm late on this injection. Bit of a oopsie for me, but you know, it happens. It happens. What I've recently started doing is I now have a file of tablets. I have a file of tablets here, and if I miss it, I asked my endo for this, so if I miss an injection day, I can take the tablets for the missed day, which means, because I've been missing injection days a lot, so if I miss an injection day, I can just take the tablets instead. I hope you can't, anyway, you know. I can take the tablets instead, but we're doing our injection today, okay? So, first step is fairly simple. You peel the thing off the top of this, you know? And then you just, you know. Okay. Anyway, we get the top of the file here, okay? Which has this weird, like, rubbery thing. I don't know exactly how it works, okay? But it's, like, self-sealing for some reason. I don't know how it works. Anyway, we take our syringe, okay? And we have a blue top. This is our injecting syringe. So we take the blue top off. And then we grab our pink top. The pink one is the drawing needle, because it's thicker, and that means it can draw the liquid quicker. We screw on our drawing needle, okay? Then we're gonna take an alcohol wipe to sanitize, and we're just gonna rub the top of this file with the alcohol wipe to sanitize it. Just gonna rub that, sanitize it. Yeah, the buildup is the worst part for sure. Then we're gonna draw into this needle the amount that we're gonna inject of air. So we're gonna inject 0.5 milliliter. So I have drawn back 0.5 milliliter here of air, basically. Do I take it in the butt or where? I do it in the thigh. I'll show you when I'll turn the camera down when I get ready to inject, and I'll show you exactly where I inject. But I'm injecting intramuscularly, which means into my muscle. So not into, there's really, from what I can tell, there's no real difference. I think the intramuscular absorbs faster, so it peaks higher and then dips lower, which is probably not great for me because that means maybe more spiking modes. I'm not sure. So I might want to do it, you've heard the opposite? No, I heard the muscles absorb faster than fat does. Anyway, yeah, who knows? Okay. So we'll uncap this one. This is the scary needle, but the nice thing is the scary needle goes nowhere near you. So we go to the file, and then we're gonna go, I'm gonna turn this down a bit. We're just gonna go in with the pointy part, and we're gonna go in to the file. Then we're gonna inject the air into it, okay? Flip it upside down, and then draw the liquid in to our syringe. And we're going to draw the amount that we need to inject, of course, which, as we all know, was 0.5 milliliters. Now, if I have a couple of air bubbles, I'm just going to tap it a little bit to get those out. You're not injecting into a vein, so everyone says be afraid of air bubbles, you know, but you're not injecting into your vein with this. You're injecting into your muscle, and air bubbles are actually not really an issue if you inject into your muscle at all, like, or your fat or anything. They're an issue if you inject into your veins, but not if you're injecting not into your veins. The only reason that air bubbles are an issue injecting into your muscle or fat or something is that you may not get the correct dosage if you're injecting air instead of the liquid, you know? So we're gonna just get the air bubbles out of here a little bit and just draw this in. Okay, cool. So that's our syringe prepped, basically. We take off this top and we put on the blue one, okay? Which, now that I look at it, actually, is this the right gauge? It is. Okay, it's 1 inch. Perfect. Okay. You've seen people intentionally inject air so the oil doesn't spill out? Yeah, all I'm saying is you can inject air into yourself. The warning about don't inject air into yourself, make sure there's no air bubbles if you're injecting into your bloodstream, because then you'll put an air bubble in your bloodstream. That's the dangerous part. So, yeah. Okay. So, anyway, this is our thing ready to go. We're going to inject into our thigh here. So, let me just put my leg out like this. Okay. Basically, so we're going to inject, if I show you here, actually, on my thigh. So basically, if you like draw lines from like your pelvis here, and then you split this into 3 sections, like a tic-tac-toe board, okay? With like middle, outer, middle thing. You want to hit that outer third in the middle. So that tends to be like the outer third of your thigh, somewhere in the middle here. Now I'm really lucky because I have a little spot right here on my leg, and this is pretty much exactly in that region that I'm talking about. So I just use this as my guider for where to inject. But this is the spot to inject into, okay? Right around here. If you're doing intramuscular. If you're doing subcutaneous, you don't want to hit your muscle, you want to hit your fat. So you can do your ass, you can do your butt, you can do your stomach here, or you can hit like up here maybe instead. Instead of hitting here, you can hit like here, and this will get fat. Or you can simply, instead of injecting directly in, you inject at an angle. Instead of going directly down, you can go at an angle, and that will get you not into the muscle, but into the fat instead. Okay? So, that's the setup, essentially. Now, one thing I like to do with my thigh before I inject is I slap it, okay? I don't know why this works, but it does. When I slap my thigh, it makes the injection not hurt as much, so I just slap it a little bit, okay? I just slap it a little bit. I don't know why it does this, but it works, okay? Normal medicine. There's a couple other tricks you can do. Another trick you can do with your injection is you can hold it in your hand, like really tightly, or you can put it underneath here in your leg, okay? And basically what you're doing is you want your body heat to warm up the liquid. So you leave it like this for a little bit to heat up. Then once the injection heats up, once the liquid heats up, it'll inject a lot smoother. Like it'll be a much more smooth injection because it's a thick liquid, and injecting it takes a while. Like it actually can take a lot of. It can be like awkward to inject. So, or what you can do is you can run this under hot water. But either way, I can already feel that it's warm. If I keep it here for like another minute or something, I can already tell the syringe is warm right now. So that means that it should inject a little smoother. We'll uncap it. We'll take our sanitizing thing, we'll sanitize the area that we're going to inject into. We'll push it up here to get the air out of it. Okay, cool. Amazing. And we're ready. We're good to go. Now, what I like to do, finally, the final thing I do, is once I let my leg go limp, kind of, and then I pinch. I pinch this, well, I guess I'll sit like this, okay, instead. Sorry. Let's do like this instead, okay? So, I let my leg go limp, basically, you know? Then I pinch like this. I pinch it, okay? Before I inject, I pinch. You want to make sure you're heading 90-degree angle to your skin, perpendicular to your skin, okay? To make sure you get into the muscle. Then hit it into the pinched area. Push, break the skin. Then once you break the skin, you just push it in. Then you let go of your thing to let it, you know, loosen. And now we're hitting the muscle. And I can feel that it hit the muscle. And now we inject, okay? And because I warmed up the liquid, it's injecting really quickly right now. Like really quickly, which is excellent. That's super easy. We inject the liquid in. Then we take the needle out, recap it, get our Band-Aid, and this one was so smooth, so I can't even see, I don't even see any blood whatsoever, but just in case, we'll put a little Band-Aid on. And we're good. And that was really easy.